Alrighty, so I am joined by Colton Huestis, who is currently a professional basketball player in Uruguay right now, if
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
Uruguay. Montevideo, Uruguay.
I'm glad you said it because I was gonna try to pronounce, and I think I was just gonna say Montevideo, and so
Yeah,
I'm glad you got it down. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I already had two workouts and just had lunch, so I'm relaxing right now.
Well, I guess yeah. Tell me a little bit more about how it is in Montevideo. Is it?
Mont- Montevideo, yeah. You got it.
Montevideo. How is it down there in South America?
Right now it's their winter right now, so as far as temperature, it's like 60 degrees, which is fine by me, because their summers get up to like 95, 100 degrees apparently. So I'm fine with 60, 65. But other than that, yeah, it's going good. I'm preseason right now. Um, I'm looking to start the this second league. It's the Uruguay second league down here. It starts end of this month, but there's talk of me not. They don't want me to play in the second league. They want me to play in the first league, which
Ooh.
is which is after the second league. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that. I'm trying to play in both leagues, the second and the first. So
You can do that down there. You can play in both of them.
yeah. So the second league, it's only 4 months long, and it ends in September. And the first league starts in September, and it goes for 8 to 9 months, depending on playoffs and whatnot. So I'm trying to play in both leagues. Play as much basketball as I can.
Hey, fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I know personally that you've been on a grind for quite a while.
Mhm.
But I guess just for everybody else, how did you get to be here in Uruguay, playing in the Uruguay League?
Um, how did I get in Uruguay? Well, it's a long, long story. I'll sum it up quick. I met my agent through a Eurobasket pro pro camp out of college. Once I graduated college, I met my agent. My agent got me into my first pro league in India called INBL Pro. From there, I met someone who had connections in Uruguay and all over South America, really. And he threw my name out there, and now I'm here working out.
Fair enough. I mean, how was it? Because yeah, last I knew you were in India. You were playing for. I'm just gonna say Hyperbad. I don't know if that's how you. Is that
Yeah, Hyderabad. Yeah, Hyderabad.
Hyperbad? Okay. All right. You were playing for Hyperbad, and um, how did that go? How did your time in India go? Was this your first time playing pro ball?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my first pro contract ever. I was a sponge. I didn't really get as much playing time, obviously, because I'm a rookie. But I was a sponge. I learned as much as I could through the older guys on the team. Um, I had a couple guys from Australia who were um, 8 years, 9 years older than me, so they helped me out a lot throughout what to do and what not to do, and how to treat your body after a workout or what not to. Yeah, they helped me out a lot for sure. So it was good though. Like I said, I didn't get much playing time, but I'm not mad. I got to see part of the world and experience India. A massive culture shock for sure. But
I
yeah.
was about to say I've never personally been to India, but I'm assuming it was a little different than America.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And it wasn't just India; it was New Delhi, India, which is the capital. And I believe the capital alone has like 44 million inside the capital. It everywhere you look, there was just like thousands of people as far as you can see, and it was just crazy.
Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting for coming from a small town to a
Absolutely.
44 million people capital of a country city.
Yeah. Yeah, and India just surpassed 1.9 billion people in India as a whole country, which
That's
is,
insane.
yeah, yes, crazy, a crazy amount of people. And but yeah.
Well, I guess so I know you played D2 ball, you played D3 ball here in obviously in the United States, but
Mhm.
you played D2, you played D3. How did that progress you to end up making your way to New Delhi?
Ooh. Well, it was a lot similar to D2. Um, Coming out of high school, I got a scholarship to a school in West Virginia named Alderson Broaddus University. Um, they were they weren't my first choice, but it was hard to turn down a scholarship for sure. So I went there, and it was a huge shock. You know, I was a big fish in a small pond in upstate New York to this massive. Like I think I was the second smallest on the team, and
Jeez.
it was yeah. But it taught me a lot. Like I said, it taught me a lot. And then after that year, COVID hit, and I decided not to go back to West Virginia and stay local at Potsdam State in Potsdam, New York, and in the SUNYAC, which was, believe it or not, I actually committed to Potsdam before I took a scholarship, and then decommitted from Potsdam and took a scholarship. So
Okay.
it was kind of crazy, but I ended up at Potsdam somehow, and I was there for 3 years, and the SUNYAC is a tough league for sure. It's one of the top D3 leagues in the country, and it definitely helped me a lot throughout my career, and helped me get ready for, you know, how to work out and what to do outside of basketball, really. You know, yeah.
Well, how did you end up like getting to India? Like how did that? You know, you graduate. I know, if I'm not mistaken, you led the team senior year of
Mhm.
at
Yep.
Potsdam. So
Mhm.
you had a pretty good career at Potsdam, and then you know next thing you know you spark up on the map in India. How'd that transition come to be?
So I got invited to a pro basketball camp for like new graduates out of college, and I met who is now my agent at that camp, and he helped me get over into India. Without my agent, I would have never got into India. I would have never got into South America now. So it goes for full circle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, shout out to your agent. You're one, you're seeing the world. Two, you're
Yeah,
continuing to play basketball.
yeah.
Because I mean, I know, I people have seen me by now. I know I'm not the biggest basketball guy, but we played together back in the day. Shout
Mhm.
out Flex
Oh,
Hoops.
yeah.
Um,
Great. Yeah, those are some of my best memories. Just
yeah, I gotta find some of the. I definitely have some videos of you playing because I was number one bench warmer at the time, but I've definitely got some videos somewhere of the good old days.
yeah. Flex hoops, yeah, flex hoops. That was a fun time.
I was trying to find my jersey. I was gonna wear it for this interview, but I couldn't find it. But I definitely had to throw that in here.
Yeah.
So I guess back to the actual interview, but I guess back to like you're now playing professionally. What has been your best experience so far? I know obviously you're kind of still young to it,
Mhm.
but what has been your best experience so far along the way?
Um, trying new foods and trying to learn new cultures for sure. Like I said, India is they don't speak. Some of them speak English, but the majority of the country does not speak English. So it's very tough, especially with the food. It's very hard to find food that I like, since over there cows are sacred. They don't eat beef, all this and that.
Yeah.
So it was very very hard trying to find food, and trying to stay nutrient dense, because your body is going through a lot of workouts throughout the day. Also the language barrier. Like right now, I'm really experiencing it. Out of the whole team I'm working out with right now, there's only one guy that speaks English, and that is the assistant coach. All the guys I'm playing with, everyone speaks Spanish. So I'm actually currently learning Spanish right now. I'm like 7 days in learning Spanish. So yes, it's a big culture shock, but I'm making it work. Yeah.
Did you learn any of the language in India? Did you become fluent over there?
Greetings, goodbyes, and some other things, but I was only there for 2 months. And Hindi, the language Hindi, is very hard to learn. Spanish is somewhat easier because it goes along with English. But yeah.
I was about to say I was just I didn't even think about leading up to this, that the languages that you have to learn when you go from America to India to Uruguay could really be,
Yes.
not necessarily a hindrance, but could definitely be something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I guess how long have you been in Uruguay?
I've been here for 3 weeks, coming up on the 4th week. Yeah.
Okay. So you're starting to get settled and whatnot.
Yeah.
I guess, when you're going all around, obviously, because we've talked quite a bit about time zones lately.
Mm-hmm.
How is that change? Does that affect you? You went from America to India to Uruguay. Does that affect you at all, or is it only really kind of the first week-ish?
The first week for sure. Especially with India. India is its own time zone. Like the whole country is its own time zone. If you step out, then it's I think it's 30 minutes off the whole world, believe it or not. I don't know why. So I was 10.5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time in New York, in the US. So luckily, Uruguay is only an hour ahead of New York or Eastern Standard Time in the US. So right now, whatever time it is there, just add an hour for me.
Okay. So yeah, that's not bad. It definitely would have been harder to do this if you were in India.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. India, I'd have to be up at 1 a.m. for me to talk to my parents or friends or anyone else. So it was very when they're sleeping, I'm up. When I'm sleeping, they're up. It was a pain in the butt. But
yeah.
like I said, I was only there for 2 months, so I just went through it.
Yeah, and you got the experience along the way.
For sure.
So I guess obviously you've trained for quite a long time to be able to be in the position you're in. How much work goes into being able to play professionally?
Well, the way I look
what's the work social life balance for the common human?
For me, I can only speak for myself, because obviously every guy is different, especially since I'm young and I don't have a big name yet. Hopefully I have one in the near future.
Hey, we hope for you.
Yeah. I really don't go out much. I'm like, you're working out 2-3 times a day, bed early. Like I was up this morning at 6 in the morning because I had a workout at 7:30, so I had to get some food in me, whatever, and then the gym was 20 minutes away, and then we had weight training, and then I had just got done eating lunch or breakfast, whatever you want to call it, and then yeah, now my, but yeah, your work to the way I see it is you're getting paid to work out. You're getting paid to do all this. You're getting paid by, free housing, free food, money on top, just to stay in shape and make sure you're ready to go when games start. So it's very important that you stick to that regimen and not, you're not getting yourself in trouble. You're not out late on a weekend. You're in bed early, making sure you're getting good rest and whatnot. So yeah, my work to life or work to social balance was a lot of work, a little social. So yeah.
Have you got time to come back up to New York since you've been on your expedition around the world?
I was home for 3 weeks, I believe. I think I was there for a month, just under a month. So I got to see a lot of family, a lot of friends. So it's tough where I'm at, Ticonderoga. There's no available gyms, so I have to travel, like an hour at a time one way to get into a gym, and that's if that gym's not busy with like people playing pickleball or whatnot. So it's very hard for me to find a gym back home. Here, I can walk 10 minutes down the road and there's a gym, so I like that.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Well, I mean, I could speak on your dad. You used to drive like an hour and a half from for flex hoops at least. So that at least is a staple to the dedication that you put in to be where you're at right now. But I guess next, do you have a goal in mind as to where you want to be next, or are you kind of just going with the flow?
I'm just going with the flow. As long as I'm still getting paid to do this, then I'll be fine.
Yeah,
but my ultimate goal probably, like, NBA is out of the question. I'm not getting the NBA. I'm not getting the G League. I know that.
Hey,
like,
you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know.
I'm good, but I'm not that good. But
I don't know, man. You're pretty darn good. I've seen you in action. You're pretty good, man.
my ultimate goal is probably play in the NBL in Australia. The NBL in Australia. That's just below the NBA, just below the G League, and then you have NBL Australia. NBL Australia. That's a big league. So eventually, hopefully, I'll be in that.
A 24-hour difference from New York.
Yeah, I think it's
maybe not 24 hours, but I know it's like when it's sunny when it's like summer and sunny here, it's winter and dark there or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really look at the weather that much.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't know. I went off topic there for a second.
No, you're good. You're good, man. You're good.
You got me thinking about the weather, I got it.
Yeah. It's beautiful today. Yeah.
I was about to say, when I think of South America, I just feel like it's beautiful all the time. But I guess that's really not true.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Chile, Santiago, Chile. There is just massive mountains with snow on them. Even Argentina, I'm right across the capital of Argentina, and Montevideo is the capital of Uruguay. So there's two massive cities next to each other. But yeah, luckily there's no snow in Uruguay. It never snows year round, so I'm good with that. Even
you don't miss that?
No. I got enough snow at Ticonderoga, man.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's yeah. So the lowest it gets is like 60 degrees. That's fine. That is
Yeah, that's like perfect. That's like perfect weather.
Yeah.
I guess kind of final question: is there any international South American kind of tournaments that I don't know if that's a stupid question. That might be a stupid question, but is there
No.
anything like where you'll play a team from say Argentina in some kind of tournament or anything?
Nationals. So if you play for the national team, so the national team of Uruguay, the national team of Argentina, the national team of Chile, Paraguay, Brazil.
Yeah.
So there's but you have to be from that. So I can't play for that.
You're not getting residency?
Yeah, that's if I get married down here, have kids, and
Yeah.
I don't even speak the language yet. I gotta learn that. Talk about getting residency, but no, you have to be from the country, or you have to have I don't know, a passport or some type of residency, I guess you should say, to play on the national team. But yeah,
and I didn't know if there was.
They do play each other. They just it's on the national team, and that's during I don't know, whenever that is, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was like a Montevideo versus Argentina league basketball team or anything like that. I was just kind of basing off like soccer and how there's like a lot of, like South America and Europe, they do like intercontinental tournaments. I just didn't know if that was something that was also in basketball.
Yeah. No, some of the clubs in Uruguay are there's the Nacional team. The team name is Club Nacional. That's a massive soccer club in Uruguay, and they're really good. They also have a basketball team. Same with Club Cordon or Aguada. Yeah, there's 14 teams in the conference, and some of them have some of them are huge and have soccer clubs, and some of them are smaller and don't have soccer clubs. It's
whole different than what's happening up in the U.S.
Yes, for sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I guess is there anything else you'd want to add about your time from Thai all the way up to Uruguay?
No, yeah, nothing. It's just begun. I just graduated college last year.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a full year yet, and I'm just wow, I've done a lot in this past year.
Yeah, so, if you really take down the context of it, you've in a year you've been to India, you've been to Uruguay, you've been back to Thai, you've been
France. I was in France for a week.
Jeez, what were you doing in France for a week?
Just
just casual. I was about to say.
I was in Santiago, Chile for a week. Yeah, I've been on the go, man.
Jeez.
And then when I was back in the U.S., I was in Florida for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you're getting paid to do what you love and also travel the world.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not a bad gig to have.
No, absolutely not.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you doing this, taking the time to do this, and we thank you for this.
Yeah, man, anytime. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yeah, no, not a problem at all. We'll definitely, and we'll get you back when you're in down in the land down under. We'll make sure to get you back on, and I'll be like, hey, I told you got that name.